Hello and welcome to this week's episode. We're going to take a look at the 10 uses of hemp.
1. Textiles. Hemp fibres have been used to make clothing and textiles for thousands of years. In fact, hemp has been found in textiles dating back to 8000 BCE.
2. Paper. Hemp has been used to make paper for over 2,000 years. In fact, the first paper was made from hemp in China around 150 BCE.
3. Rope. Hemp fibres are incredibly strong and durable, making them ideal for use in rope and twine. Hemp rope has been used for centuries in everything from shipbuilding to agriculture.
4. Food. Hemp seeds are high in protein and have been used as a food source for thousands of years. In fact, hemp seeds were a staple food in many cultures around the world.
5. Medicine. Hemp has been used for medicinal purposes for thousands of years. In ancient China, hemp was used to treat a variety of ailments, including malaria, constipation, and menstrual cramps.
6. Fuel. Hemp oil can be used as a biofuel, and it was actually used to power Henry Ford's first Model T in the early 1900s.
7. Building materials. Hemp fibres can be used to make a variety of building materials, including insulation, concrete, and even bricks, which is actually known as hempcrete.
Interesting as well, because this is coming about like more now, isn't it? Like you hear of people using hemp to build more. And obviously, all those years ago, people did use hemp. Like that was one of the
Yep,
main materials they used. And we're just
yep.
going like full circle now, which I
And
think
it's
is great.
every time, and it always goes back to company profits, and that's the
Yeah,
reason why hemp got stopped being used anyway, because it was affecting like oil, paper, brick, things like that.
yeah,
So
absolutely. And I've seen hempcrete at like expos and stuff that
it's
we've been
fantastic,
to.
isn't it?
Like it's fire resistant, it holds heat, like it's temperature controls your house. Like
It's rot
why?
resistant.
Yeah, like literally, like you won't have a moldy house like we do now
It'd
because
be
of
nice and
materials
warm.
they
You
use.
wouldn't be able to set it on fire if you tried. It'd be amazing if more houses were made of hemp, but more people are going to have to want them and ask for them for it actually to become a thing. Otherwise, you're just going to have to build your own and pay for it yourself.
Yeah, I mean there is a few people out there that obviously building their own, but then we still have the massive corporations that build the housing estates in the old, not
Oh
even the
yeah,
old traditional ways, the more recent traditional
yeah.
way.
It's like breeze, block and brick, isn't it now?
Yeah, yeah, or just wood and plasterboard. I think that's all
Yeah.
my house is made of. 8. Currency. Hemp was used as a form of currency in many cultures throughout history. In fact, in colonial America, farmers were required to grow hemp and use it to pay their taxes. Another interesting fact is sailors were actually sent with hemp seeds on their boats. So when they arrived in the places, they had hemp seeds to either trade
Mm-hmm.
or plant because the crop turns around so quickly that they could then use that to make clothes, paper, rope,
Mm-hmm.
or eat, use it as a food to stop them from getting things like scurvy because it's full of so much goodness.
Yeah. There's actually evidence of hemp seeds, isn't there, being found on like old ships in jars and things like that
Yeah, yeah,
from like hundreds of years ago.
yeah,
So yeah,
it's crazy like how much it was used all those years ago, and I'm like the
for people to
stupidity of
forget
that
about it,
today. Yeah,
like
it's
people forgot
ridiculous.
about it. 9. Armor. In ancient times, hemp was used to make armor and other protective gear for soldiers.
And spiritual and cultural use. Hemp has played a significant role in spiritual and cultural practices for many cultures throughout history. For example, some Native American tribes used hemp in their religious ceremonies, and it is also mentioned in several ancient texts as a sacred plant. What I've learned about hemp from the spiritual side is it's very much like not rose quartz, clear
Clear
quartz,
quartz. Yeah.
where it amplifies everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can add it to pretty much anything you're doing, and it's going to act as this massive, big
Mm-hmm.
amplifier. And it is also great for doing smoke cleansers with as well.
Yeah, smoke cleanses. Any type. I was going to say any type of cleanse, really. And you can use cannabis or hemp, right? They
Yes,
are both
absolutely.
kind of like
And
clear quartz.
if you're into working with deities and stuff as well, like using any form of hemp as an offering,
Mm-hmm.
that's an incredible thing to use as well, because they appreciate it a lot. One thing that we haven't spoke about in here, which is more of like a modern day use of hemp, is plastics.
Yes.
Plastic's a very modern thing, and this is the history that we've covered. So anything made of plastic can be made from hemp, right?
Yeah.
No. And it
doesn't it biodegrade? Isn't
I was just about to say, and it biodegrades, so then we don't have the issue of plastic waste in the landfills and everything.
But again, this again goes back to the oil companies and the plastic companies that were like, no, we will lose profit if we let hemp do its thing.
Yeah, because hemp can do anything, right?
Pretty much. It's a magical plant. Thanks for joining us on today's episode. We hope you learned something new. Please like, subscribe, and ding the bell so you don't miss future uploads.